Greetings, viewer. Welcome to my channel. And, you know, it's tradition at this point. I made the original Just Dance discography, the Dancing to All Songs video. So now it's time for the tier list. I've arranged them in order, and this time I color coded them correctly. Here's all the 8 songs. Let's just fill up the Franco reference. Let's begin in chronological order with the original Just Dance. It's okay. It's good. It's not okay. It's good. You know, it's pretty fun to play. It's got qualities. The background could be a little bit better, not gonna lie. It's fine though, it's fine. It can be in here, right smack dab in the middle. Now let's go for Applause. This one's slightly worse. Even though she's rocking them glasses, the big glasses that they reused for hashtag that power alternate, which, you know, is my character that I stole from Ubisoft. So yeah, it goes here. It's not a fun dance. It's kind of boring, but it'd have to be truly awful to get an X. Up next, Bad Romance. This one is a perfect. This one's really good. This one's really fun. The only thing that stops him from being a yeah is the fact that a lot of the time it's very hard to see the coach's gloves, and that's why they're there. That's why they have gloves. I don't like those really dark parts where you can barely see them. Imagine dancing this in a bright room or in a low quality TV. You need the glove to indicate where your hand should be. It's kind of bad. Although I played Just Dance 2015 on Xbox 360, so this isn't a problem for me, but it can be a problem for some. Up next, Born This Way. This one is also really good. How weird is it that the trios that Lady Gaga has are typically better than the solos, or at least so far. Let's see how this goes, but I don't really think I need to justify it. The camera is very dynamic. They perfectly track the background when also moving the camera. And don't get me wrong, they did very similar things with Bad Romance, but it feels like in Born This Way is where they perfected it and made it seamless. With Bad Romance, you can clear as day see where they did a cut. Like, could you not have done a dissolve transition in between those to make it slightly more appealing instead of just a sharp cut? They tried disguising it with gold moves too, which it only worked a little. Just Dance 2016 in general perfected a lot of these camera movements that they still use fairly regularly to this day. That's Born This Way. Imperfect. Up next, we have John Wayne. The number of times I've played this, I could count on barely one hand because it's just not memorable. And if I didn't do my due diligence with the original Just Dance discography, it would have been completely possible for me to miss this one. And that says something. But the dance itself, it has a color palette. You know, it doesn't go full wild with all the possible colors, especially with the color pink. They really love using that color. But they chose a palette and they stuck to it, which is commendable. So it goes on super. And I know what you might say, oh, but Grown Star, you completely remember Just Dance and Applause. Yes, but John Wayne has the much better choreography that would actually like to dance more. It's just that I keep forgetting that this song even exists because of the very basic name, John Wayne. No, I'm okay. And I love the cowboy aesthetic. I haven't seen the music video, but I assume they probably have something similar, but I'm gonna keep it here. And the cowboy aesthetic is pretty good. Up next, we have Rain on Me. It's actually a little bit worse, so I'm gonna put it right behind Applause. The background is very interesting, and it looks like it took a lot of time, but the choreography is just okay, and the song itself is meh. So, it goes in okay. Although the outfits almost made it a good, but not quite, so it stays right here in okay. Slightly worse than Applause. Up next, Stupid Love. Perfect. But actually, it's in the perfect category, but it's below Bad Romance and Born This Way. The background is extremely dynamic. They do a lot of fun things with the camera, but the choreography is what absolutely kills this. If the choreography was actually good, I would have put it here, but it is far too repetitive, far too basic, and it honestly doesn't feel like it was professional choreographers that choreographed this. I mean, come on, Ubisoft, we have to pay extra for Just Dance Unlimited. Give us the good stuff, because think about it logically. The people that would pay extra money for Just Dance Unlimited are probably the people that care about this game a lot more than the average person, or even the average buyer of the game. So why would you give us something basic like this? Again, I'm talking about the choreography. The background is amazing, the song itself is pretty good, and the costume is probably where they put most of the budget for this song, but the choreography is terrible. So it gets put on perfect. It would have been so good if it had a good choreo, but it stays here. And now Judas. I would say this is the best for last, but no, this is in chronological order, so this is quite literally the last one for being the last one. And in terms of quality, it's better than John Wayne, but not as good as Stupid Love. So it goes in super, but slightly better than John Wayne. I like the dance style that they chose for this. Very new for this series. And the fact that they had all of these dancers around the main dancer is extremely interesting. You rarely see background dancers in Just Dance maps. And the fact that they had all of these guys choreographed at the same time as the main coach is crazy, because even with Born This Way, the two coaches behind the main one are also green screened behind her. They were recorded separately, but no, these guys were all recorded at the same time. That is super interesting, but that's behind the scenes stuff, and I don't count that. Because if I did count it, it'd probably go in yeah. But I don't, so it goes here. Now, if you're wondering why I don't do alternate, that's because the alternate is meant to be like special sauce or seasoning to the flavor of the original. If you were to order fries from a restaurant, you wouldn't also rate the ketchup that they serve it with, right? The ketchup is meant to be extra. And that's what I feel like is a thing with alternates. She actually does have a fair amount of them, but again, they're just meant to be extras. So yeah, these are my rankings. Do yours differ? Do you think that I made a massive mistake? Do you completely agree with me? There is a designated section for you to list all of your opinions and more, and that's below this video. So please leave all your comments there. I promise to read them. I tried to at least. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out my other two videos on Lady Gaga, and adios.